Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play or retrospective for the Brookhaven experiment. it was released back on Steam VR back in 2016. And I actually did a Steam review for this game many years ago. I did finish the campaign. Probably on the Oculus Rift. So this is not a full review, but this game is coming to the Quest, so let's go ahead and let's play. Let's show off the gameplay. Let's see what you should look forward to. Now, I'm gonna say that this is, a classic 360 wave shooter. So if you don't like wave shooters, this is probably not the game for you, because it's a wave shooter. I mean, there's really no other way to describe it. Okay. On the story campaign, you are pretty much locked into what's available. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to the auto turret, although I don't think I need to use it. So, and obviously, like your normal 360 wave shooter.
Get your current location. If you found that generator, it's going to make a hell of a racket while starting up. The noise will attract attention from hostiles. You need to protect that generator until it's at full power. Over.
Obviously, if you can get a headshot, that's ideal. The one thing about this game, the one thing it does really well is the spatial audio. Because you can generally tell where they're coming from. And you can hear some noise, all around you, and that's part of the charm of this game. That's part of, the atmosphere, is that you hear all these scary sounds all around you. You definitely don't want to do that. Definitely don't want that to happen. But yeah, it's part of the charm of this game. There we go. We survived. We took too much damage, though. In my defense, it's been a long time since I played a 360 wave shooter. I am on the HP Reverb G2 as well, so obviously, if you can, you probably want to play this on the Meta Quest 3 with virtual desktop. That way, you're 100% wireless. Oh man. I hate to do that, but we lost too much. And we don't have access to really anything. No? No? Nothing. Nothing at all that we can do. Okay. Let's go to the second wave. Once you pass a certain amount of waves, you do go to the next location. This is the campaign. And I see something there. I don't hear anything. Finally see something behind me. There you go. That's what you want to do. Uh-oh. That was a big mistake on my part. Is there anything else? Nope. So you see there are different types of these undead. You see the normal pawns, the big tanks, the guys who run at you. And obviously you see now these new ones that are, I think they're bombs, and you just gotta, you only have like a certain amount of time.
You wouldn't believe it. The limitations of space flight, image being as they were, having seen as much as we could in our three-dimensional universe.
We still got plenty of ammo.
What can we see where we haven't been looking? How far through the fog could we pierce? Could we see the past, the future? Could we see other dimensions entirely?
And you also, now I really like this upgrade to having the flashlight on your weapon, because then you're not worried about the flashlight on your arm. Although to get true blacks, you probably need an LED VR headset, so the PSVR 2 would probably come in clutch here. And obviously we're gonna go for the ammo. Again, nothing we can really change. Nothing we can really change. Yeah, like nothing really. The auto turret's really the best. So like I said, this is the campaign. There's also a survival, and there you can choose the different weapons. My biggest criticism of the survival is that it seems the shotgun is just way better than everything else. I messed up there. I made a bad decision. Oh crap, man. I'm making bad decisions. So, obviously, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Alright, we survived. So we're definitely gonna have to take health this time. Unfortunately. But I think we're fine with this weapon. I don't think we're really at risk of running out of ammo. But you know, famous last words, right? Alright, so again, same thing. I don't think we're gonna be able to change anything. Again, this is story mode, so you're just more limited. Alright, so I think we can use our flashlight more often now. Now the generators are much louder, so it's harder to hear the zombies around me. Like I was saying, it's got good spatial audio, but they do a good job of also messing with you on that front. We got an item unlocked there. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Alright, well that's good enough, because I don't think I want to just do the lab basement. Obviously it opens up another area, as you can see, the campaign. The campaign isn't very long, as you can see, you know. Starts with the abandoned factory, the town square, the lab basement. It took me about 30 minutes to get to the lab basement, so there's not really a whole lot of content. Maybe three hours of content, you know, counting the survival mode. Let's do survival mode so you can see the difference. And let's do the Darkholme Mansion. All right, and we're gonna do the shot. As soon as we can. I think we have to get this much to get the shotgun. So we're gonna have to start off with the defender, obviously, and we're just gonna use the defender for as long as we can. Now we see why this place is the most difficult one. Because they're right on you. Like, there's not a whole lot of space to hide here. Oh, you can't shoot the pumpkins? That's sad. That is sad. Now you can... Obviously, you can run out of bullets, so beware. I hear 3 of them. But that's what you want to basically do. Obviously, you can run. Ooh, almost. They almost got me. They almost got me. They almost got me. Almost. Oh, we took damage? They did get me? I thought they didn't get... Oh, man, that sucks. Now, you definitely want to get ammo because we can purchase something different. We want to keep the same weapon because we want to go shotgun next wave. And we don't need the clip-on flashlight, so we're not going to do that. And we are going to get ammo, though. And that's it. Next wave, we should get the shotgun. Oh man! As you can see, there's different undead, not just zombies. Oh no! And that's why you want the shotgun. Oh no, oh no, I might actually die here. Oh man, yeah, I really needed the shotgun, man. I have no... I think you need the SMG. You can't afford to skip the upgrade. Man, okay, alright. It doesn't matter. I didn't want to make this a long video. But yeah, I mean... Yeah, that was pretty bad. But I think I just had the wrong weapon. I didn't realize you in this map, which I hadn't tried to do that before, you can't really wait to upgrade your weapon because you know your starter pistol just doesn't have enough bullets, and you know if you need those reloads are gonna kill you. All right, so this is the Brookhaven experiment. I believe it's $11.99. I don't know if that's the reduced price. I want to say this used to cost more, but I don't really remember. I did buy this game. But like I said, I actually reviewed it several years ago. I want to say I reviewed it in 2017, but I might be wrong. Might have been even 2019. I don't know, but I think it was on the Oculus Rift. And so I must have completed the campaign and done some of the survival as well. I don't know if I did all the survivals. But you know, this is one of the better 360, or was at least one of the better 360 wave shooters. In one way that it's outdated, I think that now in VR, obviously standstill 360 wave shooters are kind of outdated, but also just the weapon handling. So the weapon handling is very much arcade. You saw not realistic reloads. Basically, I was just dropping the weapon down and waiting for it to reload, so no manual reloads. And just the weapon handling just doesn't feel as good as a lot of the newer wave shooters. Although, I will say, these old wave shooters have something better than the current wave shooters, at least most of them, is that they actually have enemy variety. So you saw there was different monsters with different abilities to keep you on your toes, and that's something that's missing from a lot of games these days, where they just have one or two enemy variety. Back in the day, there was different enemies, which made it fun. I don't know why nowadays that's hard to find in a VR shooter. But yeah, the weapon handling is outdated. Just weapons don't feel as good as they do these days. These days, weapons have all kinds of attachments. You saw that, basically there's only three: the flashlight, the laser, and the muzzle brake. But nowadays, they have scopes. All kinds of laser sights, all kinds of attachments, and just a manual reloading and all kinds of weapon handling that just feels a whole lot better. Back then it was pure arcade. You didn't see me get the shotgun, but the shotgun basically is just one-handed, so you don't have to two-handed or anything like that. Anyways, I still think this game is fun for what it is. So if you're looking for a spooky 360 wave shooter with fun enemy variety, and like I said, the campaign isn't very long. It's about less than 3 hours. You can beat the game in less than 3 hours. Probably closer to 2 hours. Again, depending on skill level. But the survival mode gives it extra longevity. But at the end of the day, it's just a 360 wave shooter. But I still think it's fun. Like the visuals are better than most VR games these days. And like I said, the weapon, the enemy variety, you're just not going to find that in a lot of VR games these days. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play retrospective for the Brookhaven experiment coming to the Quest. I think you guys will like it. Us PC VR veterans, we're like been there, done that. But I'm happy for y'all that you're going to get a game with enemy variety. How many Quest standalone games have that? Like real enemy variety, not just a facade where they have different skins, but actually enemies that behave different and have different dangers and whatnot. I think you'll have fun. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. As soon as I can exit out of here, which might take a while. Hold on.